You found us.
Welcome to Emergency Protocol, a podcast for people who are stressy and depressy.
We are your hosts,
Denise
and Jackie Freed. That's my mama.
And that's my baby.
We are sharing our 12 steps reimagined for today's society.
And our bumpy, pothole-ridden spiritual paths.
And we're bringing you along for the ride.
This is us doing the actual work.
When the shit hits the fan, you know it's time for Emergency Protocol.
Hi.
Hi.
Here we are, just dongling our way through a Saturday morning.
Saturday afternoon, but yeah.
Depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah, could be your evening. Who knows?
Could be. Yeah, not with this sunshine on my face.
No.
Yeah. Hi.
All right. Hi. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
We are protocoling. We are doing all the things.
We are in the mode.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely protocoling. It's that weird kind of like fall transition time too, where I know daylight savings is coming up and I'm dreading it. It's like starting to get a little crisp at night. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm alternately dreading it and looking forward to the cozies, so there's that. But I know I just don't do well when things are dark, when I leave work and it's dark out. It's not great.
Yeah. I feel that. I was thinking about getting one of those happy lamps. We'll see. I just don't know what else to do.
Well, we'll just take it one step at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, one step at a time.
So I think this week has been a lot. Like usually, you know me, I do have something fun on the calendar pretty much every week that I do. Something, a dinner out or something, an event to go to, or it could be a concert or a food thing or whatever. This week I had 4 things last weekend, and it was like stacked. And so usually I space my things out where it's like, okay, I can do 1 or 2 things a week and it doesn't tap my energy, but 4 was a lot. I was just dragging, and I'm still dragging. Like I was in bed till like almost 9 o'clock this morning. I am never that sleepy. And so last Friday I had a dinner with some moms that, we became friends when you were 5.
Yeah.
So it's been a long friendship.
Yeah.
We get together quarterly and have dinner, and it just turned out that it was our quarterly, time. And then, and I really like that I make time for those relationships, right? And we book the next time while we're sitting at the table, so we know we have it on the calendar for the next quarter. Then I had this beautiful engagement party for one of the
village.
The village. So we have a village. Maybe we could talk about that village in a little bit. And then Sunday I had a benefit comedy show, which was freaking awesome. It was like Margaret Cho, Tiffany Haddish, Bill Burr, and a bunch of other really funny people.
Yeah.
And I love comedy. And then Monday night we had an Angel City game. So I was just like, okay, that's just
a very full plate. That's the full buffet.
It was the full buffet.
Like every category.
Exactly. I didn't just pick and choose from like one thing and make a really small plate. It was like overflowing with the waffles and the pork chops. You know what I mean? Like and the peel your own shrimp. Like not the way I want to go. Anyway.
Yum.
Yeah. This is a nod to Jackie and I's happiness at hotel buffets. We love a good hotel buffet, I have to say.
A good breakfast.
Good brunch.
Particularly breakfast.
A good brunchy brunch, yes. Anyway, I wanna bookend that with I'm so grateful that I have such a full life, you know, that I do make time for things that are fun and that fill up my cup, right? Like in all the different ways, the ways that Angel City does, the way that comedy does, the way that friendship does, the way that celebrating milestones does, you know, and being there for not only our friend Miles, but for his mom and his dad and all the family, you know, and it's just really nice. Yeah, it's really nice. And I wouldn't have any of that. I'm really clear. I would not have any of that if it weren't for the 12 steps. Like if I didn't have a program of, first of all, if I was still drinking, there's no way I could maintain those relationships because I would be doing shitty things to people and not trustworthy things, whether that's just, you know, not showing up when I said I was going to, or just not being the kind of person people want to hang out with, right? Because of the instability of being an addict, right? Of being around people who are addicts. And so I'm really clear that like, these are all just gifts of my sobriety and gifts of really the abundant life that I've created for myself over the last 40 years. It's really beautiful. So I don't want to sound ungrateful for having so many good things. Yeah. But it was a lot. It was a lot to stack up. And then this week I get to celebrate kind of my work life, and I'm going to Hawaii for a couple of days to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of launching our region over there for our company.
Crazy.
And
5 years is nuts.
5 years. And it was, I mean, I was working, you know, it was October 2020, full pandemic lockdown. I was working, I was mainly in Honolulu, and it was like I could walk down, if anybody knows what Honolulu looks like, there's a main strip where like all of the downtown, you know, commercial retail is, and I could walk that whole strip and pass like 4 people, which is bananas. And so there was this weird dystopian vibe that was there, but there was also like I could see from where I was staying that, you know, the surfers were out. The locals got to surf in these 2 breaks out in front of the hotel or the condo I was staying in, unimpeded by a bunch of numbskull tourists who are going to make things unsafe. So there was that. And there wasn't really any COVID because they were buttoned down. Like they, you know, you had to do a lot of testing to move around. So anyway, that I feel good about celebrating because I think I just like, you know, I just went over and did this thing and I don't really realize like, man, you know, I built like, not I built because there was a whole team behind it, but you know, I was over there like selling a floor plan, like, look at my phone. This is what our offices look like. And this is what the vibe is. And it's super cool. And these people you're going to love the people nationwide and hiring the right leaders to move everything forward once I was done there. And we knocked it out of the park. Granted, it was, you know, COVID times, and people were moving because they just were like, all right, if I'm going to be in an apartment with my 2 little kids, I'd rather be on an island with my 2 little kids running around. Right.
Yeah.
And the benefit of that time, which you say I totally manifested, you know, your sister was in school over there. I have family on other island. And it was a really special time. But I was like working my ass off, like 6 to 9 a.m. I would work on LA. And then 9 to 3, I would be in Hawaii with those meetings and those whatever. And then 3 to 6, I'd pick up whatever was dangling for LA to get ready for the next day. Now, granted, there was really nothing else to do So,
Right.
so I was fine
Right.
working that hard, but I think I would find
Yeah.
it really hard to keep up those kind of hours today,
Yeah.
because there was no additional, what I just talked about. There was no additional social things
No.
going on. There was no going to movies or dinners or meeting people or
Yeah.
celebrations. So like that 12 hours was the full extent of my
Yeah.
interactions with other people. And then, even at the elevator in this condo building I was staying in, I only ran into like two people for the whole month, like of October that I lived in that condo.
Creepy.
It's crazy,
Crazy.
crazy.
That's
So,
so wild.
I'm very excited to go back and see people
Yeah.
that I really care about and have kept it going, because I haven't been
Yeah.
over there in a official capacity now for several years. I think I did it for 2 years, got it up
Yeah.
and running, and then turned it over to the next person. And so that feels really good.
Yeah.
I think it's
Two
longer
years
than
ago.
I went after Japan
Oh
with my
yeah.
dad, but I don't think
Oh.
you kept
Yeah.
you
I
kept
had to go
coming
to
home.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, and Libby kept coming home.
Yeah.
So, or Livy was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We dropped her off in Honolulu again.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like that's the last time I was there. Maybe.
It's a long time.
It is a long time.
It's a long time. I mean, given that context, right? I think before Olivia went to school, we would go to Hawaii like maybe every other year. Does that feel right?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
every couple
Or
of years.
yeah. Yeah. And then when she was there, we went like a couple times a year once,
Yeah. I had to go
we were
see the
able to
bean.
travel again. Yeah. McBeanerson had to do it. So yeah, it does feel weird. I keep thinking about COVID. I feel like I'm still processing all of this grief that I have from that time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of overlapping with like how I'm feeling now with what everything that's happening in all these weird ways. I don't know. It's been a very emotional time. I also got my period, so
That'll do it.
that's probably a factor.
That'll enhance any kind of emotional
Oh,
situation.
yeah. Yeah, I was like, why did I eat a whole bag of gluten-free chocolate covered pretzels this week in like 2 days?
I
Surprise.
mean, a salt lick and a chocolate piece of chocolate. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you have a weekend to recharge and then you're back at it.
I have a week well, I'm going, there's going to be, social stuff on the calendar. Then I'm going to go see my niece, your cousin, for a couple of days. And then I'll be back and full at it, because I'm organizing our holiday party for the whole region and doing stuff that, you know what I do. And so
I do.
I can't help myself.
I know.
It's kind
I
of
know.
crazy. And so, and also what I want to do with this, like we've been tasked with doing some stuff for our podcast and for 12 Steps for Everyone. And I want to keep moving that needle forward. And I want to come see you. And I have to make that happen too.
All the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I think what you said, like I also feel emotional. I feel like I don't know. I'm grieving easier times where I didn't have to think about all of what was happening in the world on top of just managing my life. Right. And that's, I think, where the heaviness, the extra uncertainty and
Yeah.
just weight of what's going on
Yeah.
is really, it's hard to watch people suffering when
Yeah.
you're empathetic to other people. And that feeling of powerlessness and feeling of lack of leadership and feeling of like, what do we do? What can we do?
Yeah.
I don't
Put on a
remember.
frog suit.
Put on a frog suit. Cancel
Poor
the Disney,
unicorn.
canceling the Disney Plus seemed to work. Like that was a
Yeah.
pretty immediate reaction. I didn't
Yeah.
think like my little $12.90 or whatever it is was going to add up, but I guess it adds up to $4 billion when a bunch of people do it. And I don't know. There's a lot of Latin culture things going on this weekend in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And I just keep hoping everybody's going to be safe, you know?
I mean, that's one thing to do is like get out in the community, right? And just
Yeah.
be there. Like you
Yeah.
can be a body,
Yeah.
like a buffer if needed, or a witness,
Yeah.
or
I keep looking for a No Kings protest in Honolulu because I'll be there on the 18th. So we'll see.
I'm sure
We'll
it's
see where
happening.
something will pop up. We'll see what's
Yeah.
what.
Just a note too, don't RSVP for a rally I'm not talking
No,
specifically to you, I'm talking about to everybody. You don't need to RSVP on a website to go to a
no,
protest or a rally. You can look it up and find the information there, but like we're just not going to do that.
we don't need to
Show
be a
up.
registration. We don't need to register our names. I mean, yeah.
Correct.
I mean, if they want to find out what side I lean on, there's no problem. It's very obvious, like
Yeah.
that I donate to the NRDC and I'm, you know, I've
Yes.
given money to Newsom's Prop 50. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if we have to fight fire with fire, I'm willing to do that in
Yeah.
this one case because it's necessary to protect the rights of people who aren't as
Yeah.
lucky as me. Right.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
you know, weighing pros and cons, it's like, what's the lesser evil of where things are going? And then,
Yeah.
you know, and then I just lean into these steps and I got to share at a meeting. Oh, and I also spoke at a meeting last Saturday. So throw that into the mix as well, which is always a little anxiety provoking because you know
Yeah.
you're up in front of all these people talking, but whatever.
Yeah.
And what I got to was like, I think the most important thing that I need to hang on to is that we just need to love each other. Like, I just
Yeah.
need to love my neighbors, you know? And I don't
Yeah.
always love my neighbors, right? So,
Yeah. I think most people also feel that way too, right? But in the media that we engage with, things are being manipulated to make it seem like that's not the case.
right. But I know it's the case because we had fires in LA in January and no one asked if they were saving your pet or helping you get down the hill, who you
Right.
voted for, what your skin
No.
color was, what language you speak, where you came
Yeah.
from. No, you're just helping. Everyone's fleeing a catastrophic event together and helping each other do it. And so,
Yeah.
and then came together afterwards to support anyone who survived that, right? So like I know people, I mean, then people start getting petty again, right? Like then the things start showing up where it's like, you know, one of my agents was saying that, you know, the neighbors next to his parents' house are like, can you clean up your lot a little more? And he's like, how about you be more sensitive that we lost our whole house and your house is still standing because you had
Oh my
private
God.
private firefighters protecting your house, right? Like, how about that? And so, you know, some of that pettiness is kind of steeped back in, but
Yeah.
in the moment of when nothing else matters but like your safety and your life, no one cares
Right.
where you're from
Yeah.
unless you're just a person that doesn't care. And I don't understand those people. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure there are those people who would see somebody drowning and just let them drown, right? Like there's people, I don't know who those
It's
people
probably
are.
a really, 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 really small percentage of the population.
Right, exactly. But the media is trying to make it seem like it's more than that. And so
Yeah.
I'm trying to see like, how can I limit my social media or how can I boost my algorithm so I get more like good news stories, like, you know, animal rescues and, you
Yeah.
know, like people doing good for each other and Or, those frog suits dancing, or people in Portland playing ukuleles, singing "This Land Is Your Land," right? And I do miss you, right? Like you're not here, and we see each other at least twice a week.
Yeah. Yeah. And
talk almost every day, which we're not talking every day because you're too busy and I'm too busy.
Yes.
And so this and one other time this week, I think is the only times we've talked, unless I just called to say I love you. And I know you're busy, so I'm not like keeping you on the phone to chit chat when I know you have homework and stuff to do. So it's like,
we send our memes back and forth too.
Right. That's true. And all of our stupid Instagram.
But that's less time
laughables.
sensitive. Yeah.
Right. But that's, I think that's also part of the grief, right? That's like, okay, things are different, and it's not grieving like I've lost you, but we're not in proximity, right? And I miss Nala, the doggy girl, the sweetest little girl.
And she's in her crate.
So so I'm going to plan to come see you because I need that. I need I need to see my babies.
I know.
And I'm going to see your sister tomorrow, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, because there's a game.
There's a game, and I'm going to miss the last game because I'm going to be in Hawaii. And shit. Allie Riley's hanging it up.
Oh, double shit.
Oh
my God.
I know it's her last game.
I'm not. I can't handle this.
But that's also part of the grief too, right? Like, oh my God, I went through a fucking grief like I've never been through when Alyssa Thompson moved to Chelsea. And I was like, what the fuck is this kind of sports grief? Like, have men
ever paid attention to a sports transfer before?
Never.
Or like a trade.
No way. No.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Dad literally called me a couple days later and he's like, well, like so and so. And I'm like, who? He's like, on Chelsea. And I was like, oh, you're a Chelsea fan now? He's
fucking watching Chelsea.
Yes.
I'm going to pull up the Chelsea game and, and I'm following Chelsea now on my Instagram. So I'm getting their shit too, but it's like, okay. And then Vignola.
I know.
And now Riley. And I'm like, wait.
It's a lot of change in a really small period. On so many different scales.
Yes.
Right? In our personal lives, like work stuff, school, what's happening politically, like everything.
Yeah. But so it's like, what can I count on? What can I count on? And I think that's when I'm getting back to it, what can I count on is like my own, and it takes a lot of different things, but my own decision to be grateful, to look for the good, to practice a spiritual program so that I'm tapped into something bigger, so that I can see the joys. Because when I'm not tapped into something bigger, I'm just scared all the time. Like, and I'm also not gonna not do stuff. Like I'm gonna go see, what's his name? Timothy, the guy that wrote Timothy Snyder in a couple of weeks, and I also found this new cool, like, woman musician that popped up on my phone who I found out is Israeli. I don't know. And I was like, she's got a concert coming up. And I was like, I just can't, it's like the day before we're having our own holiday, Halloween party. And it's like 9:00 at the Fonda Theater. I'm like, I cannot start my night at 9:00 on a Wednesday. I'm just too many decades too old for that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I love being able to like, I wonder who this person is. And I've never heard her before. And even my dad hadn't heard her before. My dad's heard of everybody. Yeah. So I'm just trying to It actually was perfect. You sent me something on Instagram probably last night or today of Salika Jawad
Oh, yeah.
and about staying in curiosity and not living every day as if it's your last, but living every day as if it was your first. And
Yeah.
that seems like a way better place to live. I mean, I just feel like a deep breath of sigh, even saying it.
Yeah.
Like it feels good. And that's
Yeah.
the body will let us know, right? Like when you involuntarily have a breath like that, it's like, oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
More of that,
Yeah. Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So tell me about your little journey this last week and a half.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I basically took like 2 weeks off from this. I got to go to Spain for a wedding for one of my best friends from college. And it was like literally the most perfect, wonderful, like beautiful weekend. It was planes, trains, and automobiles getting there. I had to transfer from JFK to LaGuardia on the way back. And I would do it 10 bajillion times over. Yeah, it was super fun. It was nice to like really step away, take a break. Like I brought my computer, but when I was there, the first day I did a little bit of stuff that I had to do, and then I just kind of put it away. And I was, I'm just going to be here, right? And I'll deal with the consequences, which I'm now dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And so like getting back into the swing of things. And then we had fall break start. That seemed like as soon as I got back, basically, I think we had 3 days of class. And then, then it was fall
4
break.
days off. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
Or 6 days off.
like
Did you have 6 days off?
four.
Okay.
Technically,
That was like Thursday
I
to
had
Tuesday.
5.
Yeah.
No, I think Thursday we had, I don't
Well, whatever.
know.
Yeah.
Whatever. We had another break. And so I was like, well, this is my last like weekend of freedom, right? So I went up to Chicago with Nolly, and it was so good to be back in a city and just like fill up my urban cup. Got to go to Sweet Green. It's so dumb that I even just said that as a sentence, but like we're finding and celebrating our little joys, right? I found this really cool coffee shop. There's a really cool coffee shop there. I had a pandan vanilla latte. Shout out to Four Letter Word. Super, super cool interior as well. Now I got to stick her feet in Lake Michigan.
Aww.
And yeah, it's so interesting. I feel like I keep saying like, we got another bucket list item done, but like, I didn't even have a bucket list with her when we lived in LA, right? Like I just took her to do as much as I could or as much as I could get away with really. So like we would go to the beach during COVID. We would go to cafes or drive around. Or if I went up to like Santa Barbara, she would come with me. I even took her to Napa once with the buddies. And I think she would give everything mixed reviews because she's pretty anxious. She's gotten older, but once we've like been somewhere for 10 minutes, she's chill, right? So yeah, and I didn't realize that it would feel so good to show her all of these new things and be in all of these new places with her. Yeah. I could have never imagined that, right? Even a year ago. Right?
2 years ago, I could barely imagine you getting off the couch.
Exactly. And I was barely getting off the couch. So
right?
That's wild. Yes.
Guinea pig number 1, working out.
Here we are. Still working. Yeah. I think that's also maybe why I'm having a hard time this week is like all of the doubts that I had going into this that kind of were erased as I started my program are starting to come back. Like, can I handle this workload? Like, I felt super lonely last night. And again, like on my period. So a little bit more context there that I have to remind myself of because I was thinking like in LA, I had such a full life in a lot of ways still, right? Like I saw a lot of family, saw you guys a lot. I have friends there and I just had stuff to do. And my focus here has been school and I'm trying to, make friends in my program, but like that's not the primary focus the way that kind of undergrad is, right? Like finding your people. And maybe I'm not approaching this the right way, so stay tuned. But yeah, it just like really hit. So
That's a real thing, though. We talk about that in 12-step meetings of HALT, right? Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And then you also added horny. So HALT.
Yes.
Ha.
HALT. Yeah, there's really no other good. I guess you could put it in the front and just make it HALT.
But that's a real thing. And
yes.
maybe.
Yes. I was like, oh, I didn't eat breakfast. All I had was a coffee. No wonder my anxiety's through the roof.
Right. So it's like, okay, and my hungry will lead to angry, right? And then if I don't eat right, then it'll lead to tired. And lonely, I can go to a meeting, right? If I feel like on Wednesday, your dad was out and there was nothing going on. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go to the 6:30 meeting, but I was literally so bone tired from the weekend that I was just like, no, I'm just going to go make myself some dinner and watch like a couple episodes of the morning show, like just, know. And that was perfect because I got to bed early and got to, it's like taking care of myself. Right. And so, but maybe you could start a 12-step for everyone meeting there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some sober people there that would, or even just go to I'm sure there's a 12-step meeting, go to an open meeting on campus and I would start on campus and see if there's people actually in your world that are already tapped into something. I guarantee you there's people there and you guys don't know who you are yet. Or maybe just have to look on the message boards to see if there's already something.
There's no message boards anymore. Those died. There's no listservs. There's no Facebook groups. Like,
oh, okay.
It's interesting to be in school in this time because in some ways there's a lot more technology and a lot more like supports and just like stuff to make school life easier. Not even talking about like AI, right? Generative AI, but like there's just, I mean, Zoom is a regular thing. It was Skype and Skype was kind of glitchy back in the day. But in terms of like community and connection, there's not really that same type of experience. When I was an undergrad, people were still using Facebook to advertise events and stuff.
Right.
And so you see flyers on campus, right? You hear about stuff like word of mouth and there's like formal newsletters that come from the school. But beyond that, it takes more legwork to kind of find what's happening. So Interesting.
I think there's an opportunity there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, again, it's like, do I have the time?
Right.
I do if I make the time, right? Like I'm having such a hard time this week that I even worked out to avoid doing some of the things that I need to do, right? But I did go. Again, Universal Mother's taking care of me. I have a new therapist that I'm going to meet next week. I went to the writing center, talk about some papers that I have coming up. And my tutor there made a really good point. I was trying to find a file and going through my downloads, which is just so disorganized right now. And I was like, oh man, like I really need to clean this up. And she was like, actually, one way that I know I'm procrastinating is if my downloads are cleaned up. Like if all my files are tidy and organized, that means that I was using my time to do that instead of what I actually need to do. I was like, oh, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
So, and just like figuring it out. I don't know. My brain is very disinterested in school right now.
Well, because, re-entry after vacation, most brains are disinterested in any kind of reality, right? Like
going back to work was not fun. And so having to go where I'm like using my brain probably 6 times more than I was then is a challenge.
But you'll get there and you just are going to do what you're going to do, right? Like, one thing at a time, do the next indicated thing, right? And it's like, you cinch your way there eventually. I'm the same way. It's like, I know I have to do this thing I don't want to do. I'm going to do all these other things so I don't have to do this one thing. But then when I do the one thing, it's like it opens up all this space for like
like
Okay.
emotional and mental space.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
just like, okay,
I know.
done.
I know.
So,
It's like
yeah.
a perfectionism thing too, right? Like I want to do such a good job that I don't even want to start because I worry it's not good. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm working through it.
You know, yeah.
But I also realized too, like last night, I almost started this whole big project. Like I haven't put up my curtains yet. That's probably the last thing that I need to do here. And this is the one exception because this is just like a tension rod, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like looking at IKEA, searching like tutorial videos. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? That's literally like an all day project. I do not have the time for made a bargain with myself. I was like, if I get these like 3 assignments done that I need to do, I can do it on Sunday night. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
I think an older, different, like, or I guess younger, different version of me would have sought that, like, the boost from that, the excitement and novelty of the project and trying something new and whatever, right? And so, and I'm going to make a strawberry rhubarb crisp.
Okay. One of Jackie's.
Yeah, but only if I do my assignment today. Yeah.
Okay. Which could be a double-edged sword if the rhubarb doesn't participate. That's all I'm going to say. Jackie has a love-hate relationship with rhubarb.
I've gotten significantly better, I would just like to say. Finding little joys, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to make sure I'm fed, drinking water. Drink your water. No,
Yes.
water's all the way over there.
Water's good.
Yeah.
Water's good.
Water's good.
All right. Well, we're doing it. We're both doing it.
I guess I feel like the theme of today is like, if you're dragging, so are we, right?
Yeah.
This week feels hard.
This week did feel hard.
Maybe it doesn't for you, but
everyone I talked to this week at work, this week felt like a lot. Maybe it was the full moon. I don't know. I never tie myself.
We had like 3 different moons, I thought. It was like the harvest moon, and then there were 2 others like the days after.
I have some friends who are like, yeah, the eclipse did it in for me, and I'm not that tied into stuff. Like, I don't even know, like, when I'm hungry that I'm angry. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely not feeling a moon.
Yeah.
So I do feel Mercury's retrogrades though, because they fuck with my technology and my communication.
Yeah.
So I do feel that for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am just I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be going to Hawaii. I feel like that's going to give me a little boosty boost. But it's also like, that's 100%. Where my brother passed away. It's a mixed, when I land in Kauai, it's always a little bittersweet because it's one of my favorite places on the planet. And it's also like my brother's not here to greet me.
Yeah.
And that's like, he's never going to be there to greet me.
Yeah.
And that's super sad.
Yeah. No, not me.
Yeah.
This is where I would normally
we would
on the couch and
just, like,
nuzzle you.
Snuggle up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Life be lifin is all I can say.
Life be lifin. 100%.
You know what? The good news is life be lifing, and I still can meet life on life's terms, even though it doesn't make me happy often, and it doesn't, like, it's not how I want things to go. Things aren't all going my way, and I'm not letting it pull me into a doom and gloom spiral that my prior life used to look like. I know I can go to a meeting. I know I can do some writing and call my sponsor. I know that I can, like, when everything else fails, be of service to someone else. And that pulls me out of self in a way that nothing else does. And I can reset my loop of despair. So I'm glad that we have solutions for life.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like, eat dinner and go to bed.
Yeah.
Right? And just like let it settle.
Like, feed yourself and get some rest.
Yeah.
Maybe a little meditation to help, like.
I've been doing that. I forgot to tell you. I've been doing that in the mornings. I'm like probably 5 out of 7 mornings.
That's great.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes the bumps a little less bumpy. Like the pendulum doesn't swing so far for me one way or another when I'm doing meditation. So
yeah, I feel like it's more of a like the only thing is that I'm still 2 months in working on my timing. So like if I do it too late, then I'm stressed because I'm running behind.
we're almost at the end of our episode. That being said, we have a Zoom meeting every Sunday, 10 o'clock Pacific time. All are welcome.
Yes.
Go to our website, 12stepsforeveryone.com.
There's a Google form there.
There's a
This
Google
you do
form
need
there.
to sign up for because it's a little more sensitive than a rally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we won't share your information with anybody.
Yeah.
And all are welcome. We read the 12 steps for everyone. And then we do 5 minutes of reflection. You can write, you can go to the bathroom, you can do whatever you need to do, meditate, reflect. And then we come back and share on the step that we're focused on each week. And then after that, we just talk to one another and kind of crosstalk about what everybody shared because it raises things. And that's where the community starts building and where you start feeling connected to other people. So if you don't have a place to go, come join us on Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
And we'll be there. Close your eyes.
Unless you're driving.
Unless you're driving or doing something that is unsafe with eyes closed. Think about what you are grateful for. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're a miracle.
Okay.
Drink your water.
Yeah, I'm going to drink my water.
And have a great, great week.
Or an okay week.
Or an okay week.
I'm just aiming for an okay week.
You know, I aim for great, and then if I get it to okay, then I'm still ahead of the game. I always aim.
Great is too much pressure.
And it's not pressure. I'm just aiming for great. Like, look for great. Look for gratitude. Look for, the hummingbirds, the roly-poly bugs. Little Van Morrison. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever this new girl is that's on, I forget her name now. Noga Eras. Anyway, camera's going to go off, so bye.
We want to hear from you.
Find us on Instagram and TikTok at 12 Steps for Everyone. That's at the number 12 Steps for Everyone.
Please like and follow us. You can also send us topics you want us to dig into or follow-up questions from each episode.
And if you know someone who would enjoy or benefit from our conversations, please feel free to share this with them. All are welcome here.